All right, this one is going out specifically to the fellas. Ladies, I'm supporting y'all today. We're talking about listening. Let's get into the video. All right, welcome back, viewers, to another Mr. Felix Black video here on the channel. Thank you guys for watching, your number one source for purple pill content on the internet. What am I talking about today? I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and following me on all social media platforms, vFelix Blackv, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. So let's connect. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell to make sure you get notifications when I go live. Now that we got that out of the way, we're talking about listening. I was watching one of my favorite movies from the 90s, Boomerang. Marcus, darling. Marcus Graham. One thing that he said that is absolutely true is that he pays attention to women, right? When I say pay attention, I mean listening. Also, like paying attention to what they say and their mannerisms, right? Mostly paying attention to what they say. So that's why I said listen. I pay attention to women. That's what he said because his friends were giving him a hard time about his dating and him being picky, right? And asking him how he dates so many women and how he's able to attract them, to bag them, if you will. And that is absolutely true. I don't mean to toot my own horn. Yes, I do. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I think I'm a pretty good listener, right? One of my problems in listening, though, is that I'm a problem solver. So a lot of times when listening, I'm preparing to give feedback to help that person solve the problem. That's something I'm working on. I'm not perfect. I know. Sometimes people just want to vent, get things off their chest. So I'm working on that. But a lot of times in this dating scene, and this is me and my hitch bag, right? I'm your dating coach for the guys out there. This is one of the things that I do. Listen to the woman. Let them talk, right? I pride myself on being I'm not really mysterious, but I'm a quiet guy, right? I observe and I listen. That could be a bad thing because I listen to some of the BS you say, and then I'm going to call you on it later if you start to backtrack or not stand tall with the things that you say. But I'm a listener. When I'm dating women and meeting them and courting them, I listen to what they say. Women give you a lot of cues when they are talking, right? You just have to be smart enough and in tune, experienced enough and in tune with what they're saying. When you go out on dates, we don't need to check resume, right? I've already said this in another video. You don't have to let her know what you're doing as far as work, the things you got, things that you have. Sorry for the bad grammar. The things that you have, you don't have to say those things to her. One, I would say, be a little mysterious and not divulge so much information. Make her talk to you. Make her ask questions. Questions, for the most part, show interest. We're not talking about those intrusive questions of someone who's jealous or insecure. When you're getting to know someone, especially a woman, questions that she asks you shows interest. If she's just only answering your question, how was your day today? What did you do? Oh, it was fine. I didn't do anything. That's not much of a conversation, right? But if she's like, it was fine. It was a little stressful today at work. They had me doing this project and I have a team that they're not helping me with the project that's supposed to be going on. One, she's telling you more information. By listening, what's the project? How many people are on the project? How long do you have to complete the project? How long have you been working on it? Those are questions right there that keep the party going. Those are very basic questions, but those keep the party going, right? You have to listen to what she says and dig in deeper. She will give you clues as to, some of the past things that she's had to deal with and some of the future things that she's looking forward to, right? One of the things that I don't like to hear is I don't like to hear a woman who was, say, attentive to her, to her past boyfriend. She spoiled him with attention and, took care of him. But now, because of actions that he took, she no longer wants to do that. I have an issue with that because that's telling me you're now changing who you are as a person. If someone did not appreciate those actions in the past, leave that in the past. If that's who you are, be who you are. Let's make sure that we are not holding down the entire conversation and just making her listen the entire time. Let her talk. Women like to talk. That's not a bad thing, ladies. Y'all like to talk. You will be telling us things that you like to do, things that you don't like to do, what stresses you out, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what's most important to you. Women with children, if she's like everything that she says is based around her kids, to me, that's the sign of a mom, a good mom, right? She's taking care of her kids. However, it's also a clue as to you may not have enough time to invest in me. Now, I get it. Men court women. However, you need to invest time in me. You got to show interest in me. That's just the way that it works nowadays. Am I saying you have to chase me, run behind me? Absolutely not. But I will adjust things to see if you're actually interested. I'm not going to be the only one messaging. I'm not going to be the only one calling. You'd be lucky if you get a phone call from me. I'm not going to be the only one coordinating things to do or trying to set up dinner or lunch or something like that. Again, everything doesn't have to be a trip to Mykonos, right? Sometimes we can just meet up, go to Applebee's, eat, hang out, see each other, spend time together, right? I'm not going to be the only one doing that. And men, you should not be the only one doing that. She should be showing you her interest in you as well. Tell me if I'm wrong here. There's women who, when I first meet them, their schedule is so busy. I barely have time to meet someone. Usually it's just work. I come home, and then I prepare for the next day. This is if she doesn't have any children. Of course, if she come home, she has kids, gotta take care of the kids, dinner, homework, and rinse and repeat and do it again the next day. My day is kind of jam-packed with things. Okay, understood. But if we met on an app, obviously you opened that profile for a reason. If we met in a location in person, obviously we exchanged information with you knowing that I have a level of interest in you. Everyone has time if they want to make time. But initially they don't have time. And then as they get to know you, you'd be amazed how much time actually opens up for you because they want to see you. They want to be in your company. They want to be with you. So now they have all this extra time. Part of the listening part. Get in tune with what she's wanting from a man. And she doesn't have to say, I want a house, I want stability, I want money, I want, him to work. Some things are obvious, right? That's what your standard woman wants and deserves from us men. I'm talking about the things that, she's into. She may be into art. She may be into music. She may be into go-karts. You never know, right? People have different interests. You have to dive into that a little bit more and bring that out, because once you start talking about the things that she likes to talk about, she will open up to you. And then how she answers those questions will then tell you, so, you're a person who stresses out easily, right? Or you're a person that doesn't like asking for help. She necessarily doesn't have to say those words. I'm a person that doesn't like asking for help. But because you're listening, I can't really give examples. It's hard to say with an example of what you should be digging into. Women like to try new things. They subtly suggest these new things or have suggested these new things in the past. And they were met with, no, we can't do that. I'm not like that. I'm not into that type of stuff. And then they shut down. They will always try to give you hints into things that they want, need, would like to do. Just listen to those things. Listen with the open mind and the fact that you want to get to know more, right? I'm always okay going down a rabbit hole when getting to know somebody because words matter to me. And if you say, I've tried XYZ, I didn't like that. So, I went back to what I know. That tells me that's a person who doesn't automatically say no to things. If it's presented in a certain way, they're open to it. And then if they don't like it, then at least they tried it, right? And I've said that before. I would say something like roller coasters, right? Women are afraid of heights. A woman is afraid of heights. I don't want to generalize. She's afraid of heights. Don't want to go on a roller coaster. However, you as a man, you give her security, you give her peace, and she wants to try the roller coaster with you, right? Are you going to take her on the Superman with a 50-foot drop? No. Take her on one of the kiddie coasters, one of the, the low level coasters, and show her that it's okay. She can try new things with you, come out the other side unscathed. Nothing's going to happen to you. Now, will she get on the roller coaster again? You don't know. Maybe, maybe not. However, that shows that she is comfortable enough with you to try it, even though she's deathly afraid of it, right? And so that in itself tells you a lot about a woman with you. Because if she's like, no, I'm not doing that, and it's a hard no, depending on what it is, then she may not be there with you just yet. Now, am I saying you should be trying to convince her to do things she doesn't want to do? Absolutely not. Let's not jump out the window. I'm saying once we are comfortable with people in our lives, we open up. And that's a fact. That's what we do, right? We're very guarded in the beginning. Then we get comfortable with people. We start to open up and learn new things. My main point that I want to stress is simply listening. Make sure that we are listening, guys. Let her do the talking. Let her tell you things, clues into, kind of who she is, because we all have a facade. When we first meet someone, we're perfect. Our exes were the one who were bad, and, we're the good ones, both men and women. But let her talk. Let her show you if she's the one that you want to invest in. If you have any questions, comment section is always open. Again, I'm on all social media platforms. I'm the date doctor. I'm on my Hitch. Purple Pill content is for dating. So I'm always here to help those men who may not be as confident out there in the dating scene. And I'm also here to answer questions from women about a certain high level man in the dating scene also. That's what I represent. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments section, and I will see y'all in the next video.